Welcome to TaxTron web tutorial video series. In today's video, we will learn about how we can claim child tax benefits. What is child tax benefits? Child tax benefit is a monthly tax-free payment made to eligible families to help with the cost of raising children under the age of 18 years. And child tax benefit can be claimed by the lower income parent. How much child tax benefits you can get? First, parents can claim up to $7,437 for each child under the age of 6 at the end of the year. Second, $6,275 for each child between the ages of 6 and 17 at the end of the year. Or up to $9,428 for each child who qualifies for disability. Let's find out who is eligible. First, you must live with the child, and the child must be under the age of 18. You must be the person primarily responsible for the care and upbringing of the child. You must be a resident of Canada for tax purposes. You or your spouse or common-law partner must be any of the following: a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident or a temporary resident who has lived in Canada throughout the previous 18 months, and who has a valid permit in the 19th month. So let's walk through how to claim these credit on TaxTron web. To begin, log into your TaxTron web account and prepare link tax return. For example, I have prepared the return under the name Charlie Roy and his spouse Julia Roy. You can check the first name, last name, date of birth and social insurance number over here. Select the marital status as married. We will say yes in the line where it says "Do you want to prepare the return together?" Then click on Next. Similarly, check spouse's first name, last name, date of birth and social insurance number over here. Then navigate to the dependent section and there is a sentence that says "Do you have children or financially support another person?" So, for this question select Yes, and click Next. Now fill out the necessary information for the dependent. For instance, I am going to name this child Jason as the first name and Roy as the last name, and he was born on January 12, 2010. And I will be selected as a son. After filling out general information, there are several questions which need to be filled out. So in this case we will say that yes, Jason will live with you in 2023. Next, if you have a child who has a net income under the age of 18, then fill out the net income in the box. For now, there is no income. If the defendant qualifies for disability, click yes over here, but in this case, we just say no. Then I will move on and select Next. This will take you to the dependent summary. Moving on to the income section of the taxpayer. In this section, we will enter income earned by the taxpayer. So in this case, I will say yes to "Did you work in 2023?" and select T4 over here. Also for the spouse, I will say yes to the same question and then click T4 to the same question. For example, I will put out Charlie's income as $60,000 earned for ABC Company and he paid $12,000 in taxes. And after we select Ontario as the province of employment. Then we will click on Next. Then we will input that Julia had earned about $20,000 from XYZ Company and she paid $4,000 in taxes. And after that, we will select Ontario as the province of employment. Then we will click Next. Over here you can see the income summary. So now let's check whether Julia is getting child tax benefit or not. So go to the Review and File Your Tax Return page. Click on Your Records, and download the client copy to see the breakdown of the monthly Canada child benefit. Go down, and we will be able to see the breakdown of the amount you can get per month. So in this case, Julia is getting $296.65 as monthly Canada child benefit, and the total amount Julia can get is $3,559.80. That's all for today. Thank you for joining our TaxTron web tutorial.